All the way back to October 26th of 2024, I set a really hefty and quite delusional goal here on my YouTube channel and made a video about it. Some of you might have seen it, but it was me talking about how I was visualizing getting to 500 subscribers by January 1st of 2025. And at that time, I only had a few months to do it. So guess what day it is? It is now January 1st of 2025. And do you think that we have hit 500 subscribers in the last few months? Well, let's look. Nope, we sure didn't, but I am very happy and proud of the 103 subscribers that are here on my channel, and I am genuinely grateful for every single one of them, truly. So even though we did not get to that hefty goal of 500 subs by today, that is okay. We made a lot of progress. I learned a lot along the way. There was a lot of growth, a lot of trials and tribulations, and we surpassed 100, and I am really proud of that. I apologize that I'm in my car right now. I don't have a tripod or anything in here. My car mount thing broke, so we're doing what we can. All of you parents out there will understand why I'm in my car, because it is school break, and the kids don't go back to school until Monday, and it is chaos in my house, and there is literally not one place to film that I won't either get distracted or that there won't be like insane background noise. So I literally came out to my car. I'm sitting in my driveway at my house, and here I am filming this video so that it's quiet for y'all. But that also means that we ain't got no fancy equipment out here. We're using the sunlight, which is not doing me any favors right now at all. No microphone, and I am holding my phone, hence why it's probably a little bit shaky. So anyways, we're gonna roll with it. But the last 2 weeks, I've kind of taken a break from posting, a little bit intentionally, but mostly not intentionally. The holidays were just rough for me this year, and I ended up taking the last 2 weeks off and not creating or posting any content. I regret that, and I knew I was going to, because I had some momentum going and now I've lost it. But that's okay. We're not going to dwell on the past. We're going to forge forward. All I can do is today make a different choice than I did yesterday, right? So yesterday I didn't film content for YouTube. I didn't post anything, but today I am filming this piece of content and I'm going to post it today. I'm also going to film at least one more video, hopefully a lot more, but I just don't know if I'm going to get any quiet space and time today. I do have a lot of video ideas on my docket though that I am really wanting to film and bring to you guys. And I am really trying this year to post as consistently as possible. I would love to post every single day, but I'm going to make it a goal to at least post 3 times a week, a long form video and then a short form video every single day. So in the last couple weeks of me not posting, I have spent that time reflecting and kind of trying to plan and get some ideas together and things like that. And I've been thinking a lot about this channel and what I want for this channel, the visions I have for this channel, and more importantly, thinking about what you as the viewer would like to see from this channel. And I wish that I was a mind reader. Man, content creation would be so much easier if we were mind readers, right? But because I'm not, I would like to know, what do you guys want to see? And I know that's a super open-ended question, but seriously, think about it. When you're scrolling social media, whether it's YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media platform you scroll most often, think about, what do you like to see? What kinds of topics do you like to see? Because I have a problem with social media, okay? I don't like to be boxed in, like at all, in life, in general, with anything. I don't like to be boxed in, which on social media, as being a content creator, that translates as I am not specific to a certain niche. Now, I know if you've done any content creation research on any platform, you know that 9 times out of 10, people are going to tell you that you need to niche down. You need to find a niche and post only about that. That's how you're going to find your community and find your people. And I understand that concept. I understand the correlation between those two things. I get that that probably does honestly work. When I look at the most successful YouTubers that I follow, they're talking about true crime and only true crime. They're talking about social media and only social media. They're talking about YouTube tips and tricks and only YouTube tips and tricks. They're talking about cleaning and organization and only that, right? And I just don't want to do that. I just really don't. I don't feel like that's me. I don't feel like that's me being authentic. I don't feel like that's a good representation of who I want to be and how I want to show up on social media. Is there any content creator out there that is listening to this that feels me on that? Like, I feel like a little kid being like subordinate or something, right? Like, I will not do it. Will not do it. I don't know. I just don't want to niche down. I am so passionate about so many things and I love to share that on social media. I don't want to have to be boxed into something. I don't want to be limited on what things I can and cannot talk about on social media because it's going to mess up my views or because it's going to make me have slower growth or because it's X, Y, and Z. I mean, the thought of that just makes me cringe because if that's the case, if I can only, there we go. The camera was not focusing on my face. It was focusing over here somewhere. If I have to box myself in to be successful in social media, I probably never will be then because it's just not me and it's just not how I want to show up. So things that I am passionate about include cleaning and organization. I am very passionate about this because it is very near and dear to my heart because I legit used to be a slob. And I'm not kidding when I say that. My house used to be very unpresentable 90% of the time. I struggled with daily cleaning and tidying tasks. I had no motivation to do it. And because of it, things were just in disarray around my house at any given time. I would be so nervous when like family or friends would show up at my house. I'd be so embarrassed, wouldn't want to let them in, was always so nervous about having gatherings and things like that because I knew I had hours and hours of cleaning ahead of me because I wasn't keeping up on it. So cleaning and organization, because I have changed my ways, I am very passionate about sharing my journey with that and hoping to motivate and inspire other people to get where I am from where I was. And having people find me that are relatable in that sense. And I know there's more people out there. I know that 3 years ago when I decided to make these changes, the reason why was because I found people mainly on YouTube, but just on social media in general, that were talking about that stuff and giving me tips and tricks. And I was at a point where I was ready to implement and use them. They were inspiring me and motivating me. And guess what? It worked. And I want to give back to that community because I know there are so many people out there still that are struggling like I was and that were struggling with their mental health because of their environment around them. And it's like a vicious circle that they just can't get out of. And I know how that feels. I remember, I do not forget how I got where I am today when it comes to the cleanliness and tidiness of my home. So that is something I am extremely passionate about. Another thing is gardening. I am super excited to bring you guys gardening content. Here in a second, I'm going to be talking about what you can expect on this channel going forward. I'm going to go over that at the end of the video here in just a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. But gardening is something I'm really passionate about. Indoor plant care is another thing I'm really passionate about. I also enjoy sharing my YouTube journey. I also enjoy talking about social media culture and the good and the bad and everything in between. I also enjoy talking about our experience as being a blended family and just honestly normalizing real life. Like, we're real people. The internet doesn't separate us, just normalizing real life. So do you see what I mean? Like, all of those topics I just listed are very different topics. They are not one niche. They are not one area of ideas or whatever you want to call it. I don't like to be boxed in. But with that being said, I would greatly like your guys' help. If you are watching right now, I would love it if you would, don't click out of this video, but go to my channel. You can still listen to this video while you're doing this. Kind of like swipe down on the video. It'll put it in like a little corner box, and go on to my channel and just scroll through different videos. You don't have to click on them or like them or anything like that, but just look at the different topics I've discussed. And I would love it and appreciate it so very much if you would comment on this video some topics that you saw on my channel that you were interested in, that you would like me to talk more about, that you have an interest in learning about or being entertained with or whatever. Also, if there are just topics that you have that you love, please put them in the comments, even if they're not on any of my other videos, just any topic. And I would love to hear your guys's ideas and what you guys enjoy, and maybe I can deliver on some of it. So I'm going to thank you right now for it in advance, because I'm hoping that that will make it happen, that people will do that and help me out in that way, and leave a comment with some ideas. So thank you in advance. So like I said a couple times already, I've taken the last couple weeks to really think and plan and reflect, and I just want to share with you kind of where I'm at with that and where I see the channel going, topic wise, things that I want to share with you guys. I would love it for you to tell me in the comments if you're excited about any of these things, what things interest you, what maybe doesn't, out of the things I'm going to talk about. So, and remember, this is just a loose outline. These are just ideas. These are things that I would prefer to talk about, but I also want to find things that are interesting to you guys, because this channel isn't going to do anything if I can't find a community to come here that likes what I'm showing, right? So some things that I am pretty sure of and really excited to bring to you is, the first one is at the end of January, we will be starting seeds indoors for our garden in the spring, and we will also be starting winter sowing. So I'm going to take you guys through the whole process. It is one of my favorite times of the year. Other than seed starting and winter sowing at the end of January, my top favorite time of the year is obviously the end of spring, beginning of summer, when I can put my garden into the ground. But the next best time is seed starting time. I get to play a little bit in dirt. I get to watch things grow and thrive and know that I'm going to transport that little thing out into my garden in a couple months. And it just gives me a really nice push to keep going through the long winter that we have here in Nebraska. And I just love it. I just love it. So I plan on documenting that whole process with you guys. I am no expert by any means, but I do plan on trying to show you guys my process, and just from experience, show you guys how I start seeds indoors, things that you might need for seed starting indoors, how to winter sow, what is winter sowing, the benefits of it, and things like that. And then along with that, obviously in the springtime, we will start gardening, and gardening will definitely be content on here. Now, when I say these things, I don't mean that in January, the only content you're going to see on this channel is seed starting, and in the summer, it's all going to be about gardening. I'm going to mix it up. Like I said, I don't want to be in a box. I don't want a channel just about gardening, or else I would have started that. That's just going to be one of the things. So I'm hoping that those people who are interested in that kind of stuff will come and watch those videos and learn and offer advice and things like that. Like I shared earlier, cleaning and organization really is an area of passion for me to share on social media. So you can definitely expect to see more of that as we go through our journey here on YouTube together. That is something that I hold very near and dear to my heart, to help others in that area. And so that's not going to go anywhere. If anything, I'm hoping that I can up the ante on it a little bit and get more creative with how I share and how I provide inspiration to those of you who might be in the same boat that I was 3 years ago. And then the last idea that I had that I'm sure of that you can expect to see is updating you on my YouTube journey. I really do enjoy doing that, and I think it is important. This is important for me to share because I really want to represent a very honest, real, raw account of what it takes to start up a YouTube channel and to hopefully be successful with it. And I think it's important to show it from a perspective of somebody walking right beside you as a new creator. I'm not ahead of you. I'm not behind you. I'm right next to you as a new creator, trying to muddle through this thing and figure out what works and what doesn't, and how we can get to achieving our goals and where we want to be on this platform. So those are things that you can pretty much surefire count on seeing on this channel. But like I said, please give me your ideas. Please give me your feedback on my other videos. It is greatly appreciated in the comments of this one. Like I mentioned earlier, I do plan on posting at least 3 times a week. I would love to be able to post daily. I just don't know if that is completely realistic, and I don't want to set that really high arching goal and then feel defeated when I don't feel like I achieved it because I maybe missed one day. I am somebody who I'm pretty hard on myself when I don't reach a goal that I really wanted to reach. I start thinking about how I could have done this better and I could have done that better and I should have done this and all of that stuff, and it's not healthy for me and my mental health. And so I would love to strive for a video every single day, but I'm going to make it a goal that I upload at least 3 times a week and a short every single day. The shorts are way easier for me to do than these long form videos, and I'm pretty confident that I can get a short out every single day. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is that I'm going to throw away the goals that I had set when I started this journey back in October of last year. I'm going to throw away the goals that I have no control over. So like I started out this video, I said that I had a goal of reaching 500 subscribers by today, January 1st, 2025. And I'm not upset that I didn't get it. I knew it was a hefty goal to begin with. I knew that it was pretty unrealistic and kind of delusional. But I think the problem with it too is that I don't have control over that. I have no control over who subscribes to my channel, who likes my videos, who watches them. I have no control over that stuff. I can put out amazing content every single day, all day long, but I still can't make anybody watch it or subscribe or anything. And so I think I need to take my goals down and make them a little bit more intellectual to myself instead of relying on other people to help me reach my goal, right? Of course, I would love everybody to subscribe and like this video and leave a comment and all the things, right? But I can't count on that happening. And so it's kind of silly for me to make a goal of something that I have no control over. So that is one thing I am for sure stopping when it comes to my YouTube journey, is that I am no longer setting goals for things that I don't have control over. All of my goals regarding this channel and life in general will be things that I have 100% all of the control over. So with that, we're going to wrap up today's video here. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been watching any video, spending time with anybody, and instead you chose to be here with me. And I am very grateful for that. I don't take it for granted. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Day. I hope this year is everything that you want it to be. And thank you so much for being here today and every day. Bye, friend.